In Bruges was released in 2008 and was directed by Martin McDonagh. It tells the story of two hitmen who end up getting stuck in Bruges as they failed a mission. Things start to get complicated as their boss asks for a very dangerous favour. I bet you weren't expecting me to review this movie, were you? Well, we were talking about it a few weeks ago in school because one of my S&A slash helpers was going to Bruges for her holiday, and I said to myself, I'll watch the movie, see what it's like. We were talking about it in school one day, and I was interested to see, what it was like for myself, and I watched it a couple of days ago, and I have to say, I quite enjoyed it. I thought In Bruges was a very solid movie. I thought the storyline was interesting. The direction is very, very fascinating. There's a lot of plot twists and turns, and I think it's all very interesting. The way each scene transitions from one another is done in a very fascinating way. I think one of the flaws I had though was just I felt sometimes it would sometimes transition from humor to drama, and some of the transitions just felt kind of off. I don't know why. I just kind of felt a little tonally confused. Was I supposed to be laughing or was I supposed to be, taking it seriously? I'm not saying the movie doesn't take itself seriously. It does. I was able to take it seriously as a movie, but I just sometimes I was kind of going to myself, am I supposed to laugh more or am I supposed to be taking it seriously? That kind of way. I don't know. Just something about the tone kind of confused me a little bit. I think that the pacing is good enough. I do think some scenes are a little slow. I wouldn't say too slow that the movie dragged. It's only an hour and 40 minutes, so the pacing's good enough. It did feel a tad bit slow in areas, but I definitely think so. Was a little lost in a few areas. Not to say the story was confusing. It's just sometimes I was a little lost with the tone, and sometimes the direction had me a little confused. But it was still a good story. I still enjoyed it. It was different. It was different to what I usually watch, and that was good. So it's different. It's a different kind of movie, but it's good. The storyline is pretty decent. Visually, the movie looks great. It looks really good. It looks very modern though for a movie from 2008 though. When I was watching it, I was saying to myself, damn, this movie looks so much newer. It looks more something from the 2010s rather than something from the 2000s. So visually, the movie does look really, really nice. The actors do a really good job playing their characters. I think Colin Farrell, who is actually an Irish actor, he was in 2022's The Batman last year, which was good, and he was pretty good in that. I think he's a good actor, and I think he delivers a very good performance in his character in this film, and I think everyone you can tell is giving it all out. They really are giving in their best performances as they possibly can to play these characters. And the characters themselves are pretty interesting. Ray and Ken are both very solid characters who have interesting arcs in the film and share a very well written dynamic, and Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson really do bring their characters to life. Chloe was pretty good in the film too. It was interesting learning about her character, and I enjoyed her dynamic with Ray, which went into some very interesting directions. Harry Waters, the main villain of the film, is just damn, he is cruel. The stuff he does is just pure evil, and his character is just incredibly threatening. I do wish he was a little more developed, but for who he is a pretty good and very cruel villain. So the characters are pretty interesting, and the music of the movie, it's pretty solid. It suits the movie, and it suits the scenes that, that the music plays in. So this is not the kind of movie I would usually watch, but it was different and it was worth watching. Overall, In Bruges is a solid film. It has a very mature story told in a very fascinating way. The visuals are very nice, the characters are solid and have good dynamic with one another, and the music is pretty good. This is a movie that I'm glad I gave a watch. I'm going to give In Bruges an 8 out of 10. So that's it for my review of In Bruges. Stay tuned for my next review, which is going to be on the Super Mario Brothers movie. I'm going to be seeing that next Wednesday. And there might be a special guest in the review. Tig will be with me, but there might be another person in the video. Who it is, we'll wait. Just have to wait and see. Stay tuned for my review on that. Thank you guys so much for watching. What do you guys think of In Bruges? Take care, everyone. I hope you all are having a lovely Easter break. Stay tuned for my next review. Until then, guys, take care and skadoosh.